I don't trust her. I don't think she's a good person. And I believe now that she's somewhere living with deep, deep regret. And that's okay.
You are listening to the Drag Dungeon Podcast with your hosts, Jay and John.
Hey, welcome back to the broadcast, your favorite podcast. You asked for this shit if you're easily offended. We don't recommend it. You asked for this shit, so here it is.
So let's talk about Drag Race. UK versus the world. Episode 2. What's up, John?
What's up, Jay? You know I would love nothing more than to do that.
I know. I'm so excited about this episode because I've just been reeling since I watched it. I'm so ready to pop off. I got so much to say. I can't stand it.
You know, I'm having a lot of feelings about Drag UK versus the world that I didn't expect. I don't know what I was I don't think I expected anything, and I'm having feelings. Do you find that to be true for you?
Me too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's definitely like, you know, you're getting on a flight to go on vacation somewhere fantastic and you didn't expect all of the turbulence and
the plane to go down.
Crashes into the ocean. Yeah, you didn't expect that to happen.
You didn't expect there to be a terrorist on board, but surprise!
Right, surprise. That's a great way to put it. We have a terrorist in our midst.
Not well-dressed one, but at that.
No.
A terrorist with terrible fashion sense, which is even worse.
Terrible terrorist. A terriblest. Oh no, I'm putting the words together. You know, I like to do that. Terrible. Anyway, yes. It's some real... well, we should change the subject. We should get off of terrorists. So...
Demonetized. Canceled.
Last week they sent Lemon home, and I'm bringing up Lemon again because I know John was like still on the fence about Lemon, and I think we need to address that.
No, I do like Lemon.
I know you do. I do as well. I wish there was a drag queen named Sweet Tea. Doesn't this like a drag name? Because you could have an Arnold Palmer. I don't know.
Oh, if they got together, sure. It would have to be a Southern queen, Sweet Tea. They'd be
Great.
Neighbors with cornbread and Angeria, and yeah.
Oh, you gotta put all the food ones together. So you got Silky Nutmeg, cornbread living next to Lemon, and Sweet Tea. That's like a whole like Southern meal.
And Silky Nutmeg ganache.
Yeah, that's dessert.
Well, it's still
all
food.
Right. Like,
damn, I'm trying to play your game. Shit.
Now I'm hungry. Okay, so I read online there's a conspiracy that Lemon got sent home because Rue didn't want Lemon rapping on her song because she's too good. Did you hear that?
No, but I love a QAnon theory on Drag Race. Tell me.
I have so many.
I love that. She is a good rapper. She's good. Sweet and sour. I even liked that song, but I heard her track with who's the chick that won Canada that we can't stand? Priyanka. I heard her verse on there and I was like, this bitch is spitting bars. Like, she's really good.
You know, she is good. I like Lemon. I just didn't like Lemon on this. Like, she's good, but I don't know. She just didn't do anything for me on this season.
It wasn't set. Yeah, like that cheap ass set decorations, her lack of facial expression. She had a few things working against her, and she just didn't rise to the top. Do I think she was the worst last week? Absolutely not.
No, she wasn't. She's hardly the worst, and I mean it's so gross that the people who got to stay this, you know, we saw this week. Something's wrong with the show. Like, I don't understand what's going on with the judging. So at the beginning of this episode, Blue called out Jimbo saying maybe he threw the lip sync, which we talked about this. I still kind of think maybe that's true.
I was surprised that he said that, and I was glad he said it because I was like, and he even said in the interview, everybody's thinking it, so I just said it, and I was like, thank you, because we certainly were, because Jimbo was just stomping around. I don't know, dancing in platforms must be difficult, but the Spice Girls did do it. But yeah, I think that was a valid question, and Jimbo's answer was, no, of course not. But I don't know. Jimbo is a very hard to read person. You know what I mean? Like the bullshitometer for me, my spidey sense does not always pick up on what's real and what isn't with him.
Well, this is what I think. I think most things are not real with him. I think he just likes to have fun. I don't think, I mean, I do think he wants to win. I do think that. I think he loves being on the show and loves Rue, clearly loves Rue, you know, idolizes Rue, which Rue just eats that up, you know, like.
He's
Rue
having fun. And unlike
Rue
a lot
has
of the.
ego.
I'm sorry. Unlike.
Rue has a big ego, so,
yes.
you know.
Unlike a lot of the contestants, I don't see Jimbo as somebody riddled with anxiety, which is it makes a huge difference to me.
I agree. She doesn't care what anybody thinks about her. She just likes to entertain and have fun, and like, I don't know.
Fun. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever happened to fun, this is what happened to it. It's right here. I sent you a picture earlier of Jimbo because Jimbo's just. I said, look at this psycho because. No matter what's going on, Jimbo's just sitting there smiling like a maniac. Like, just a total... You know, sometimes in, like, courtrooms when, like, the murderer has just, like... You know, the murderer is sitting there clearly guilty and they're just cheesing the whole time. And you're like, why are you smiling? Not that Jimbo's a murderer. I'm just saying, like, why... What are you smiling for? And I don't know. I'm a little jealous. It's just that ability to, you know, feel joy without pills.
Yeah, like he's got a little Norman Bates-ish thing going on, and that's a compliment somehow. But just this, you know, this like person you can't really read, and they're not at all what they appear to be. Which, you know, Jimbo is out of drag as, you know what I mean? Like you can't read him.
I think he might be like a non-violent psychopath because they say. Or a sociopath. I'm getting because they say the sign of a sociopath is somebody that has no anxiety ever.
I love a sociopath.
Me too. A non-violent. Let me be clear, and that's not an allegation, Jimbo. It's a compliment. It's wrapped in a riddle, but it is a compliment.
Not non-violent, I suppose. Yeah. So there's some fun like banter. Like I loved when Monique said that Janie was like looked like her first time in drag. That was like a big gasp moment.
Well, let's face it. Monique was brought here for one thing, and it wasn't her looks. Sorry.
Nope.
It was for your personality, your facial expressions. Well, I'm talking directly to her now. It's for your fun interview moments and your big bulging eyes and all that. Oh, brown cow's daddy. And guess what? She's delivering. So guess what? You gave us what you got your assignment and you're delivering, and your looks aren't half bad, some of them. So, good job for giving us our sound bites that we need, because as much as we criticize the runway, the drama and the banter and the workroom stuff, that is kind of more my favorite stuff. I do like the looks, obviously, but I like the exchanges between them.
Yeah, and like, you know, you were talking about Mo living up to her part of the bargain. Well, at least she is, because there are some of them that are not, which was pointed out on this episode, which we're going to get to that. So
wait, can I ask you one thing about Monique first? Is she going by Mo or Monique? Because they said Monique this whole episode.
I don't really know.
I thought there was a whole rebranding happening. I don't know. They said Monique. I was paying attention for some reason, but I thought, okay, what happened to Mohart? Okay, fine. Whatever.
I don't know. I think you're just... Let's call her Monique. I mean, that's what I'm used to saying.
Well, me too, but then when they stopped calling her Mo, it was like, well, wait a minute. Not that I care. I like Monique better. Just a little thing I noticed. Anyway, continue, please.
Well, I thought that Rue seemed kind of tired this episode. Like, when she was explaining, like, the maxi challenge, I felt she was kind of struggling a little bit. Did you get that, or was that just me? Like, when she was talking about the maxi challenge, describing it, like, she wasn't really looking... You could tell she was reading, and I don't know, you can kind of tell sometimes she's reading off a card, but she really looked like she was not looking in the right direction, and she was, like, talking really slow. I'm like, she seemed tired to me.
She was having a stroke.
Maybe she was having a stroke
in the workroom. Well, it's another ball, right? Did they call it a ball?
Yeah, it's a RuPaul.
It's another. We're doing 10 looks. Each of you need. Here's a barrel of fabric. Each of you do 10 looks. I mean, he's done it a billion times, so I guess it's hard to get enthused about doing delivering the same thing. But if I was cashing them RuPaul checks, I'd be a little amped up about it. And be like, look, free fabric. Go for it, kids.
Right. So we have 3 looks inspired by Mama Ru. We have Kitty Girl, Butch Queen, and You Wear It Well. And that is a dress you have to create out of scratch that you think that Ru would want to wear. Now, you're not impersonating Ru. You are being inspired by Ru and creating a dress that she would want to wear. Look, I did it really good. I wouldn't sound like I was having a stroke. So which of these categories would you want to do and do well at? Which one?
You Wear It Well.
You Wear It Well. I know.
The RuPaul look.
That's the best one.
Actually,
I hate when they say things like dress like a cat. I hate those.
I know, it's too costumey for me. I really don't enjoy the costume, especially the cat one. It was just straight up. It was like Cats on Broadway, or off Broadway, community theater cats. It was a lot of stupid cat costumes. I'm not a furry. I'm not into cosplay. All right, so the only chance of glamour would be the last category, which is the one I found most fun, and surprisingly, so many people failed at. And I have a little surprise for you. I designed my own Ru outfit that I'll share with you later.
You did? Did you do it from fabric from the
Girl, I drew it. I didn't sew anything. I fucking drew it on a piece of paper.
I was like so proud that you made a dress.
Please, I'm not that committed to this freaking piece of shit, Pogbo.
I was going to be so proud. You know, the thing about this is making a dress out of scratch. There's zero. Okay, so, you know, people say, well, it's sewing challenge. You should know how to sew. You're on Drag Race. Okay, so some of these bitches have been on, you know, all these bitches have been on here more than once. Like Juju's 4th time. And clearly she can't sew. So it's like, what have you been doing? Like, if you're on the show one time, you need to pretend like you're going to be on it again. Just in case. Because if you get that call and you haven't learned to sew... Inexcusable.
I'm tired of having this conversation. I don't mean with you. I mean with the queens via our podcast, because I know they listen. I'm tired of saying this. Like, and when Ru asked Bag of Chips, can you sew a tube dress? Which is the easiest possible thing. Helen Keller could do it. I know we make a lot of Helen Keller jokes here. It's with
Helen
love.
Keller.
Well, or Stevie Wonder could do it if that makes you feel better. Stevie Wonder could do a damn tube dress. It's just one seam. And there are people there helping. It just drives me nuts. Not that I'm a great sewer or anything, but damn, can you sew one seam? All you got to do is run it through under the damn presser foot on the machine and you're done. Okay?
Well, and you really don't even have to do that. You can hand stitch a damn one seam. Like
glue it.
Hot glue. You know, something was up with Baga, like when she was like, Ru was talking to her, she's like, hello, are you home? And then she falls asleep. Something was wrong with her. Either she didn't get any sleep, I took an edible, I don't know, allegedly. I don't know what she
edible
was doing,
arrangement, yeah.
Out of it.
Yeah, that was very Jinx Monsoon energy from back in the day. Remember that?
Yes, where she was falling asleep.
Allegedly narcolepsy, which I haven't heard anything about since, but okay.
I know, right? She said but I think she said she took medication that was supposed to help. I don't know.
Oh, Provigil. Have you ever taken a Provigil? We'll save that for Patreon. Okay.
So they got all this fabric from the fabric wall, which I think she didn't even name it. Like normally it has a name, but didn't we just say these drag droppings or something?
Yeah, there was no sponsor for the fabric wall. How embarrassing.
Why didn't they do Joanne Fabrics or Jackson's? Weren't they any of those? I know those because my mom does a lot of crafts, and there's like a fabric store called Jackson's, I think, and one called Joanne Fabrics.
Oh, I'm regular at, of course, Michael's. Joanne is not my favorite because it's a lot more just fabric than crafty stuff, and I don't really sew at all. But I love a craft store. I just like seeing the possibilities. You know, sometimes it's just a relaxing environment. Nice old ladies in there, but damn, they couldn't get anybody. It's the supply chain. I'm just going to sound like the news. It's the supply chain. It's inflation. It's da-da-da-da-da. Whatever.
Well, I love a craft store as well, but I prefer a hobby shop. But that's just me. I love a hobby shop.
I love a hobby shop. I love putting together paper model airplanes and cars. No, I don't.
Well, you can get that. You can get like stones to make jewelry. You can get cake decorating stuff. You can get some silk or artificial flowers and like those like stick wreaths that are vines, and you can stick hot glue flowers all over them and make your own stuff a Christmas wreath. I love it.
Okay, we just got real gay here.
Come on, Vogue. Yeah, I love that.
Tune in next week for our flower arranging seminar.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do our own live crafting show. Okay, let's get back to the episode. So, so Rue came around and was talking to everybody, and I thought it was so cute when Jimbo was like crying after meeting Rue. Okay, so a couple things I feel about this.
Mm-hmm.
One is I love that Jimbo like idolizes Rue, but I also still believe so much of these emotions come from lack of sleep. I really think
I do too.
these people don't sleep and they're very on the edge because I mean, as much as I've told you I met Rue. Well, I didn't really meet Rue. I was going down the stairs. I told the story a million times. Lived in LA for a little bit, and I was walking up the stairs. No, down the stairs because where I worked was on. It's like the building has stairwell, but it's like outside, and the second level. So the stairwell and
Fire escape.
No, it's not a fire escape, but it's kind of like that. Anyway, Rue was going up the stairs. I was going down. I think Rue was going to Pilates. Anyway, I said hi. Rue smiled at me. I smiled back, moving on because I'm not that fangirl like, oh my God, you're Rue. I didn't do that.
I mean, that's a cool interaction. That's cool.
Yes. So I wouldn't have cried. And so Jimbo crying makes me think maybe they were all on the edge of crying at all times.
I think Bianca explained it best. I saw an interview and she said when you're in that bubble, everything is just heightened because you kind of like have Stockholm syndrome. You're paranoid. Your emotions are all over the place. You don't know who's on your side. You think everybody's plotting against you. You're being produced and taped at all times. It's just like a pressure cooker. So I understand. I'd probably be a basket case too, but I sort of quote unquote met Rue too, and I felt almost nothing. It was like looking at a mannequin to me almost. Well, what's the difference? And I grew up loving Rue just like anybody else, like we all did, but I was just like, okay, check that off the list. Like, it was nice, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking.
Yeah. I don't know. Jimbo crying was cute.
It was cute.
I really feel like maybe they all could probably cry if they saw anyone.
One, I think, yeah, and I think Jimbo had a really good interaction with Rue. Like there was humor. Rue seemed to be appreciating what Jimbo was doing and liked his. It was a fun exchange. So it was a good little experience for him. So I thought it was cute too, and nice to see that side of Jimbo because. The sociopath thing, we're doing the checklist, and I'm not sure if they cry or not, but I don't think sociopaths usually show emotion like that.
I hope Jimbo knows that we're saying that with love. Like that is
I think he'd appreciate it.
A read.
I think he'd appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about the runways, because we got the 3 categories. First one being Kitty Girl. Okay, so... what did you think of this Kitty Girl category? Is there anyone that you liked?
Let me look. We should probably name everybody, but just off the top of my head. Do you want to go through one by one?
Sure, let's do it. So Pangina Heels, Pigina Heels.
From Thailand.
Came out in that like...
Yeah.
Well, I thought it looked like an alien cat sort of thing.
Yeah, it was real... I really don't know how to describe this. I thought it was cool. I liked everything except the fake boobs on it. It grossed me out. When she took the coat off. I know it's a cat, but it grossed me out.
Maybe it was kind of supposed to. Okay, so this is a look this is how I feel about these looks. Like, it's weird because you would think I wouldn't feel this way. But, there's some of these queens that come out, and their looks are just okay. But they'll have one sort of, like, over-the-top alien look. Like, almost like this probably isn't what really happened, but it looks like maybe they had one look that they spent a ton of time on, and then the other looks the next one they spent less time on, and then the one after that they spent even less time on.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel that with this. Like this, I just have this feeling Pangina Heels doesn't, I have to look her up and do the research, so this is just based on my opinion, probably doesn't normally look like this, and isn't this adventurous.
Right, and these are... the first 2 categories, I believe, are looks they brought from home. So there was no pressure to create something. So there was ample time to get something really cool together. And I don't feel like a lot of people did. I just want to add that even though... Yeah.
No, you're right. I was just going to say, remember that as we're talking about this, that the first two was what they brought and the last one they made. Go ahead with what you're going to say.
I was just going to compliment Pangina because more and more I'm a little crushing on Pangina. I think he is the cutest boy on the season. This is a nice looking season, but Pangina like has such a beautiful smile in his interviews. I'm just like little crush on Pangina, but sorry girl, this outfit wasn't great.
Did you like her flipper? Because you notice several of these queens have flippers.
Jimbo too. I just noticed.
Jimbo too. Yep.
They
both have flippers.
Wait, Pangina's wearing a flipper? She's got beautiful teeth.
Yeah, well, look at that. No, I'm pretty positive that's a flipper. Like, if you look at that picture of her last look that she made, her teeth are look like they're not real.
No, I'm scared because that was a big part of the attraction for me. I love a beautiful smile. Well, in the interview, you think she's wearing it in the interviews too?
Just look, you might have to watch again if you don't have the photo, but look at that. I think it's a flipper. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just what it looks like to me.
I'm traumatized.
All right, so next we have Janie Jackay. This is offensive to me. I'm just going to say it right now, but what do you think?
What in the costume shop, rental, not even Leg Avenue is this? With some little kitty cat ears? The
fucking Leg Avenue is correct.
What the hell? Cheap as hell. And man, the judges weren't hard enough on these. We'll get to the judging, but damn. I was like, this shit looks cheap. This is UK versus the world. We thought All Stars was like elevated. It was like the regular season elevated. I considered UK versus the world to be extra elevated. And this bitch comes out in a Leg Avenue Cleopatra.
This makeup. What is this makeup? I mean, this makeup...
Spirit Halloween.
You go to I don't know, a carnival and they have face painting. They do a better job than this shit.
Yeah,
it's like paint me a cat.
Yeah, it's like a child saying, "I want to be a kitty cat." It's awful, and the confidence walking out there looking like that. I'm like, how to make a drag queen? 1 part delusion. Okay.
Right. This is. Mama, this is garbage.
.gif. Good, I want to use that GIF anyway. I've been looking for a reason.
Ta-da. All right, so I don't talk about that anymore. Let's talk about Cheryl Hole. Cheryl Hole, what did you think?
I hate it.
Yeah, this is some Party City shit.
Ugly. It looks like a costume. Again, I think the category was not... I would have preferred... Why did nobody do like a Catwoman inspired, like a sexy black cat suit or something? Everything is like a big furry costume. It's just so ugly. Nope, don't like it. Did you like this? No.
No, not really. It was nothing special. It was definitely looked like... And her makeup wasn't like a cat makeup. It was like her normal makeup, which I don't really understand that decision. Was she scared she couldn't paint a cat?
Let me just say something unrelated to her, Cheryl, or anyone in particular. Just a comment that just came to me. If I were going to be on TV, I would be doing the master cleanse for a couple weeks beforehand, just so you know your cheekbones pop and everything. I feel like several of these people just go straight from hometown buffet to the stage, and I just think. TV ads, 10, 20 pounds, whatever they say. I just would be cleansing the hell out of myself just for that little extra oomph. Just a thought.
Oh, for real. Like, definitely that and some colonics. And, I would be, I would hit the gym. I would be swimming. I would be, doing everything I could.
Yeah, for muscle tone.
Yeah, anything. I would be, sewing costumes, swimming. Sewing costumes. I would try to do it both at the same time. I would do it all on a freaking Peloton. I would be trying to get everything crammed in I could to make myself look better, whether it's new costumes or working out or colonics, whatever it is.
As Jennifer Saunders says, I would be on the brink of organ failure.
That is correct. I would be throwing up all the time.
But whatever, no judgment. Again, that was not about anybody in particular.
Just while we were talking about Cheryl Hole.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, let's talk about Jimbo. I'm saving the best for last.
Okay, we're skipping over that one. Okay, Jimbo.
Yes.
I love the color. It looks really well made. Again, the breast thing grosses me out, but it's not as bad as I thought Pangina's was. I thought this was probably the best of the cat outfit category. I think I was just happy to see the bright color. Yeah.
That helped too. There was no
It did.
nipples really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That probably did help. The Jimbo doesn't even look like Jimbo. Like Jimbo really did his makeup differently for this.
Totally. I wouldn't know that was him.
No. I think that's an interesting choice.
I'm into it.
All right, we have bag of chips. Bag of chips. I liked bag of chips.
Okay, it's not that it's bad. It's just not glamorous. It's a costume. So for being a costume for a production of Cats, it's fine. And same for Blue Hydrangea.
She needed to snatch that waist. That's one thing about bag of chips. She needed to snatch.
Yeah. Pretty color.
Yeah, pretty color. I think it's pretty color. And her makeup's kind of fun. Like, it's kind of fun. I didn't hate it. But I think Blue Hydrangea is kind of annoying. Like, I don't know. I didn't care for it.
She's like, I'm a space bondage kitty cat that's naughty from Mars. I'm like, with vampire?
That did not sound like it.
I don't know her accent. I'm just freaked. You know what's weird about the accents, by the way? Isn't it weird how the chick, Janie Jackay from Holland, the people that speak Danish, Dutch, the people that speak that, their English sounds almost unclockable. Like, their accent is almost undetectable. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I don't know why that is. I mean, maybe she really worked on it really hard.
Well, I've heard a couple of the other ones talk too, and the accent is very
like Mad
close.
Madness?
Yeah, it's real close to English, but yeah, sorry, Blue. I didn't like that either. The Blue was wearing the purple. What's that roller skating musical? Starlight Express.
Starlight Express?
That's what this kind of makes me think of.
Interesting. I could see that. So, Monique Hart, I mean, her black cat was pretty cool. Like, I kind of liked it. Did you hate it?
It was fine. No, I didn't hate it. I didn't like that big floppy piece on the back that kind of like was...
Was it supposed to be like the moon?
I think so. She's doing the cat from Sailor Moon. I'm surprised they let her do that, but...
Oh, I don't know that story. I guess if I knew the story, like, I don't know. But I didn't hate... I think that's one thing I liked is it was different. I mean, it wasn't like neon colors, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
No big complaints. Yet, Monique.
Yet, Monique, but give it a minute. Okay, if we have to talk about Jujubee, we can.
Okay, well...
Just sit here in silence until one of us dies.
God. Jujubee was on the stage wearing a garment. What did Tia Coffee say? Am I wearing clothes? Yes.
Yes.
On my
Are
body.
they on my body? Yes.
Is it a piece of shit? Yes.
Yes. I don't understand what is going on. I feel like we're being pranked.
There should have been a record scratch, and Rue should have said, "Stop the music. You need to leave right now." There should have been that.
There's some real bullshit going on with Jujubee, and I don't understand. Because we know that behind the scenes, these producers are talking to them and that Rue's making decisions and things are being changed. I mean, we just know that's what's happening. So why didn't someone stop this from happening? It's like, it's a cry for help. Why didn't someone help her? I mean, her looks this episode are so bad. I mean, this is like some real Bird Box shit here. Have you seen the movie Bird Box?
But I know the premise.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, everybody stay blindfolded because the monsters, if you look at them, they kill you.
Right.
Well, we know what the monsters are now. They're Jujubee looks.
Don't look directly at it. Yeah. It looks like a knockoff Romy and Michelle outfit. I mean, it makes Willow Pill look like a supermodel in haute couture.
Yeah. By the time this was done, I was so pissed. I got so tired of looking at Jujubee's look, especially the last one, honestly. I turned away. I was so mad. I'm like, I refuse to look at this another second. I mean, it's like a horror film. After you watch this, did the phone ring and a voice say 7 days?
It did at my house. You too? Ring? It did, yeah.
Yes. I'm scared I'm going to die now because, Jujubee's like the Samara. She's coming out of the TV. I just hate this bitch. I cannot believe that this was acceptable at any level.
And then she comes out acting goofy, like she's like trying to, I don't know if she's making up for it or just she's not taking it seriously. She's friends with Raven, like best friends with Raven. Raven was like a guest a few times on regular Drag Race. She comes on once in a while. Her little guest appearance outfits are way better than this. You didn't run your clothes by anybody?
Yeah, I don't understand. And they were trying to blame COVID. So I watched Cheryl Hole on Why She Black's Drag Yearbook. I love that show. Why She Black's so cute. And Cheryl Hole's like, oh, you know, we were filming this during a pandemic. I can't do the accent. I can't do accents very well. I can't do accents well, but I can't do hers. We were filming this during the pandemic, and all the shops were closed, and none of the designers were working. So that's why Jujubee is total garbage. And I'm like,
that's a damn lie. Because them designers were at home.
Lie.
They work for themselves anyway. They'd have been happy to have the work. I guarantee it.
They would have done it probably for much cheaper.
Right.
And Jujubee has been on the show long enough. She should have her own freaking sewing room where she sews her shit. She seems like a lazy bitch queen. Like,
it's not cute anymore. Like, remember her first season back 20 years ago? It was kind of charming, like, oh, this bitch is tragic. And they called, I think that's when they first said she wears mall drag. And I'm at this point, look, we got 2 or 3 more Jujubee looks to go through. So we better get out of our system. Let's taper or hold back a little bit. Let's save some. But it's just not charming or cute when you're on UK versus the world, which is supposed to be like the ultimate drag competition. I thought it was. That's what it kind of was branded as. This is some bullshit. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, this is not as advertised. False advertising.
Fake.
All right, let's go into the next category, which is Butch Queen.
What a horrible category.
What a horrible category. Like, these queens don't understand what Butch Queen means. Like, they don't get it. Like, let's start with Pangina Heels. What is this?
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
Is she Ma Barker? Like, what is she supposed to be here? Is she a duck hunter? I love ducks. Don't hurt them. But I don't know what this is. Explain this to me.
Well, again, I'm going to reference back to Pab and Jennifer Saunders because in season 5, there's an episode called Hunting, Shooting, and Fishing where Eddie reads that Madonna is in Tatler magazine, like the uppity English magazine, likes to go hunting, shooting, and fishing. So she bids on a trip to go do that with Patsy at an auction, and they go and they dress kind of like this to go, and it's just like, I guess it's like an English thing. But she's from Thailand.
You know what she looks like? She looks like Granny Clampett from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Okay, sure.
That's what she looks like.
And that one judge, the guest judge, was like, oh, I love this. And I'm like, did you? Okay.
What? Who was that? Daisy Mae, what's her name? Daisy Mae Cooper. I don't know who that is, but I was very shocked that she said that she really thought this was amazing. Because I'm like, this must read different in person.
Right.
Is so crap to me. Oh, this is Cement Pond.
She gave it her best. I mean, at least she really went for it. It's just bad.
Stupid. All right, then we have Janie Jackay. Janie Jackay needs to learn how to do her makeup. Her makeup is bad. And I can't believe that she left that nose ring in. That took me out of any sort of fantasy because she always has the nose ring. You know what I mean? That's like an accessory. If you're trying to be someone else, that is something that you need to take out. What do you think?
I don't love a nose ring anyway. But yeah,
well,
I agree. I agree with you.
I do like nose rings. I prefer like the stud nose ring than the
bullhorn thing. Yeah.
The hoop.
Do it on your own time. Leave it off my runway.
Yeah, you take that shit out and put it back in because it takes me out of the fantasy when I see something like that. You know, it's like when a drag queen uses her own hair, which can work sometimes, but most of the time you're like...
You got to be real young, though, because every man's hair starts to recede. So if the older you get, the harder it is to pull that off. Your temples, starts receding right there. Not me, of course.
Not me either. What are you talking about? I don't have a clue what you're saying.
This Janie Jackay look, she's like the orange is the new black. It's just so simple and boring, and the slick back hair. My pussy is so dry over this. I can't stand it.
No, I don't like it either. I just hate her makeup. She doesn't contour. at all. Like, she just puts on a little blush, and I'm like, this is not appropriate for anything, especially UK versus the world. So Cheryl Hole, store-bought. What'd you think?
Oh, store-bought, yeah, probably. Well, I don't know, the thing did match the helmet. I don't like it.
The curtains match the drapes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like any of these except Jimbo's.
Quit jumping ahead. Actually, we can move on to Jimbo.
Well, I'm just saying, in comparison, I don't want to seem like I really don't like any of them. So no, I don't like this. I think red and yellow. I have flashbacks from Tina Burner's season, and all she wore was red and yellow, and it made me never want to see it again in my life. The McDonald's color scheme is not. It's not where it's at.
No, I don't like it either. I mean, somebody could wear this, but it just doesn't belong on this runway. It does not belong.
No Indy 500 theme on the runway.
Jimbo, we love Jimbo. So I guess those motorcycle handles are like 3D printing or something, I think Jimbo said.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think this is pretty amazing.
At least it was still feminine. You know what I'm saying? At least there were big boobs and a waist, share moments, chains. At least it wasn't just a dude.
Yeah. What's this called again? Like this, I'd like
Butch
have to look
Queen.
up the name of this. Yeah, I have to look that up again because I think these bitches just don't get this. They don't understand Butch Queen. Like, well, how would you dress? If someone said, you're coming out as Butch Queen, what would you do?
I think now I feel like I'm cheating.
Do you need some time?
No, I think I think I've been influenced by Jimbo's because I think I would do something leathery too. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, not chaps though. No.
We hate chaps.
Because anything like, I wouldn't dress like any of the Village People. I wouldn't want to be driving a race car. There's just like, what do you do? A Victoria moment? That's been done to death. I really don't know.
Yeah, this would be a challenge that you would, in my opinion, you would, well, any challenge really, but something like this, you'd really want to do some research. Like maybe look at some history of like gender fuck drag and like, I don't know, like look up really like toxic masculinity, like what's considered, like The Rock, like, I don't know, I think like muscly, like I think like I'm trying to think of like what specifically in history, like the whole like different sort of gender ambiguous, like, you know, do some research and like come up with some really great concept. Like Jimbo, I mean, that's really good. I think like Bag of Chips, I don't get this. Like, I don't understand what Bag of Chips is doing.
I don't know if she's doing a salute to Hitler or if she's in the Boy Scouts. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. Sorry, my dog is drinking.
Hey, Olivia.
Olivia. She's always so quiet, and then suddenly now I got this mic and it picks everything up. Sorry, she'll be done in a second, I think.
Bag ain't got no hair on that head either with that little round head. Give me something.
I know, I don't really understand this. Like, this is so lazy. She just put on this like coveralls with, oh, those are bullets. I don't think I even realized that those were supposed to be bullets.
That's what I'm saying. She's like a World War II confused, I don't know, something.
Someone called her Demi Lovato.
The Demi Lovato
So mean.
paratrooper. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so then next we have Blue Hydrangea. I think Blue's is kind of cute. Like, it has some great ideas, don't you think?
It's not totally awful. I hate the barbell.
I mean, I don't think it's really executed well, but like I like that she painted on a mustache. That's kind of fun. So this is some like, okay, so here's a great thing. Like, here's a great example of maybe I'm like the strong man. Like, I would have done it differently, but like from, you know, like the circus, the strong man who's wearing like the
bearded lady.
What is he? Well, the bearded lady. Like you know, check look it back in history and do some research and Google and see what kind of things, like the strong man, the bearded lady. I mean, the circus is a great place to look, you know, for drag inspiration, whatever category you're doing. It's like, it's really great.
It's not the worst thing.
No, and she has a black and white. I think these patterns kind of hurt my eyes to look at, honestly. I really kind of hate that.
Yeah,
I kind of don't really like the look, but I like the idea.
it's a little too many different things going on for me. It's not like streamlined.
Right. She's got the bow. She's got the corset, those gloves, or those aren't really gloves, those wristbands, and the skirt that's block colors. Like, yeah. And the earrings. I didn't even see those earrings. Jesus. Those earrings. This is way too much.
It's a lot. I hope people are watching this on YouTube, by the way. We didn't mention that at the beginning of this. The looks that you can follow along with the looks on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
On our channel.
Okay. So, Monique Hart.
This is
So I know Rue was like, orgasming over this. And I liked it. However, I just watched Dragula season, 4. Forgive me if that's wrong. I think it's 4. It's 4. And someone on the show, Dolly, did this outfit that was like a candy corn monster kind of. And then their like cod piece took out like handfuls of candy corn and like ate them like out of the cod piece. So this is what made me think of that. I didn't really like when Monique was rubbing her crotch. I don't know. It grossed me out for some reason.
Yeah, me too.
What did you think of this? What did you think of this? I just went for the crotch.
I mean, I was okay with that. I was getting like a little Grace Jones-ish moment. And,
and
Eddie Murphy too, to be honest. When she was coming out. And but then
what a combo.
Yeah, the whole like remember in Coming to America when Arsenio Hall is dressed up as the woman at the table when they're out on a date. I love that movie. Anyway, but the whole crotch thing.
Maybe some Meshach Taylor from Designing Women.
Meshach.
I love Meshach Taylor.
That's all I have to say about that. Yeah.
And I like I like that she ripped off the back of the pants as a nod to Prince, I think, from the MTV, or it's 1991, I think. All right, so that was fine. Like I didn't hate this. I don't think I was like, oh, it's iconic. It's the greatest thing in history. I don't think that, but I did kind of like it. Well,
let's roll it back to Jujubee because you keep skipping over
Jujubee. Fucking Jujubee. Everything's wrong. I have nothing nice to say. Next. Now, what did you think?
When she came around that corner, I was like, no, she forgot her outfit. She forgot it. What happened? And I just could not believe the conviction in her face. She's wearing just a black dress from the mall and a purple wig. And there was nothing exciting, nothing sparkling. There's no drag elements to it at all. And I was just like, I was a little like, why is this bitch here? Why? I know your theory, your QAnon theory, that she's got a contract, and she very well may have a contract with Logo or something. She's got something on Rue, because I don't know what the fuck. It is not.
She's blackmailing Rue.
She's very funny.
On the show.
But this shit is just. I can't even say this is ugly because it's not even exciting enough to have an opinion about.
Look, I don't think any outfit that as a drag queen should take 2 seconds to put on. That should not be. There's no outfit that should be like that. I mean, this took her 2 seconds to put on. This is not a drag outfit. This is a...
It's just a dress.
I just don't know. I just don't understand. And
it's a dress
I don't
Rainbow.
understand...
The other... How long do you think they got to get ready? 2 to 4 hours? So I'm guessing she played Candy Crush for 3 hours. 3.5.
I'm just so disgusted. Let's move on to the next category. I'm so upset. All right, so the next category is what's the name of the category? You wear it well. You wear it well. Yes. So this category, all the queens had to make a dress that Rue would want to wear. So let's kick it off with Pangina heels. What did you think?
She held up her sketch when Rue was saying, "What are you all going to make for me?" which inspired me to draw my own, because I love a fashion sketch, and hers was very pretty. And I was like, she gets it. She gets Rue's silhouette, the asymmetrical. It looked in theory, the concept drawing, like it was going to work out perfectly. And the finished product is totally missing the bottom portion, and it didn't. The sketch was prettier. So I don't love it. I don't really hate it, but it just looks unfinished. But this bitch was running around the workroom helping everybody else because unlike the producer, she says, I don't want this show to suck and I want everybody to look halfway decent. So I'm going to do what I can to help everybody, which was very generous and part of her appeal to me. So no, I thought the color and the fabric were kind of interesting and nice, flattering. The asymmetrical she got, that is Rue's thing. So what did you think?
Yeah, I think that this could have been great. Like if she had time, like that whole this looks like a bodysuit corset, whatever, with this like leotard with the cloth like glued onto it. Like if she would have kept going with that froofy part, that's a technical term,
right?
Froofy, all the way to the floor and made like a full skirt with that. Could you imagine?
It would have
been
nice.
This fabric is gorgeous. The top is great, but I don't think she should get props because of what she made. Like Rue's like, but what you did do with that's really beautiful. I'm like, no, bitch. The thing is, it's not done.
It's not done.
This is ridiculous. Unacceptable.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Well, it's only half done, but the half he did was really nice. No, it's freaking All-Stars on crack. It's UK versus the world versus the universe versus Michelle Visage.
Versus Michelle Visage. They all have to fight Michelle Visage. That should have been this challenge at the very end. So, Janie Jackay, all right, what did you think of Janie Jackay? Go ahead and say. I think I know what you're going to say.
Pangina gave her this idea. Was it Pangina or Jimbo?
Oh, it was Mo Hart.
Oh, was it Mo Hart? It was like, girl, just make a bodysuit and do a thing like Rue would do. And she's like, okay. And then she came out and did the damn thing, and it really worked out well for her. So, I mean, it's amazing, but this is something Rue would wear.
It did work out for her. Is it good? No.
Is it on my body?
Yes. It's not. It's too simple. And Rue's like, oh, sometimes simple is the best thing. I'm like, my God.
Why are you making excuses for these bitches?
Why is she making excuses? I mean, it's like, it's so random with the judging on this show. Like, sometimes they like, oh, simple is great. Oh, no, that's too simple. I'm like, that's that whole, I'll never forget Carson. One of his judging things was like, be you, but do something different. We want less, but we want more. Like, what was that thing Carson did? And I'm like, oh my God, that's the show.
I think that's where the editor slipped up, because he probably was like saying something good and bad, and they just left it both answers in. So it made him look totally crazy. I really love it. This is awful. Leave both those in.
No, I think he did it because he was like talking about the show, like be yourself, but do something different. You know, like it was like saying that's what they do. They say be yourself, but we want less, but more. You know, like that's the truth. That's the show. Like this. So sometimes simple is great, and like. You always bitch when something is too simple.
I hope they offer these bitches like 6 months of free counseling after this show, because it's a real mindfuck. With the criticisms and judgments means absolutely nothing. It's just like really, it's just a matter of the mood the people are in, what day of the week it is.
Look, Rue might wear this, but Rue would not wear this on the runway for this show. Rue would not walk out in this. It is way too simple.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah. It would need something
Maybe
else.
She would wear it for something else, but not for this show.
It would need like cutouts or appliques or more something different. Maybe a little sash across the front, something.
It would not be this.
All right.
Okay, so Cheryl Hole. That Cheryl Hole reminds me of the Flintstones. Like the Flintstones movie with...
oh, I love those. Rosie.
You know, who's in it? Rosie and...
John Goodman.
John Goodman? Yeah, Rick Moranis.
I love those.
Yeah.
This is ugly.
The BC-52s.
Yeah.
The Bedrock Twitch. Yeah, this is...
They said make something Rue would wear, and she came out with some bullshit on. Some ugly ass bullshit.
I don't know anyone that would wear this.
I don't either. Even Michelle wouldn't wear this. Can you?
Even Michelle.
Wouldn't that be funny? Do something Michelle would wear, and everybody just comes out with the ugly shit on. This is insulting. It's so ugly. The colors, nothing is right. I don't know what else to say. Nothing.
Well, the only thing that I could say is, you know, when Alyssa Edwards was on, was it her season or was it All Stars, where she came out with that outfit that Santino Rice said was the ugliest outfit that's ever been on Drag Race? Well, Cheryl Hole, I think, has beaten Alyssa.
We have a new
out of the
champion.
title.
We have a lot of those, though. We need to have a Hall of Fame.
Of the worst looks, this is definitely one of them.
And she's really selling it. Like, she's real proud of it, too. She's like, look at this. I know you don't want to be a dead giveaway. Be like, I know this looks terrible, and have it show all over your face. But
wouldn't it be funny if Jujubee, when they're describing their outfits, it's just Jujubee crying. It's just her crying, showing her outfit going down the runway, and she's just crying.
I just tried.
And she cries harder and harder on each outfit.
It would be funny if it was like over listening in on a phone call of her to like Priceline.com to confirm your booking for Thursday, March seat 2A, press 1. Your booking has been confirmed. I'm going home,
I'll have
guys.
the kosher meal. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so we'll come back to Jujubee's last yet again. So Jimbo, yes, all kinds of yes with this.
I like it.
It's so good.
Most successful, I think, out of everybody, but then it's like Rue-ish. It's Rue-esque, the essence of Rue, but it's still totally Jimbo.
Yes, that is exactly correct. Jimbo made RuPaul through Jimbo's eyes. Like, that is what I think. And
that was so beautiful. That this should be the title of the movie.
I know, I'm a regular Sylvia Plath. Yeah, I think this is incredible and so fun. And Jimbo looked like he was having a blast with it. And I'm so proud of Jimbo.
And he was doing that crazy smile the whole runway. I'm like, you are fucking nuts. And I love it.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Like, you're totally nuts.
So much. He's just having fun. Okay, so Bag of Chips. I mean, Bagger didn't make that outfit, right? Wasn't it Pangina that made it?
Pangina. That's why this is the bottom half of Pangina's dress that Bagger just was like,
there it
thanks.
is. Right. We found it.
It's cheap. It's ugly. It's just a tube dress with one shoulder with some jewels glued onto it. It's fucking ugly.
I just hate Bagger's makeup. It's just the wrong colors. What are those colors, girl? Yeah, those colors. What are those colors?
That dress there's no structure, no embellishment, nothing. Gluing some big ass fake jewels. Ugh. Barf.
Gross. Okay, so now we have Monique Hart. It says Monique Hart on here. It doesn't say Mo Hart, so
Monique
what
Shart.
we're looking at here. Monique Shart. That's kind of about the really great description of this outfit. And I was so mad that Rue's like, what you're doing was real. What you meant to do is really. Or where you were going. What did she say? I can't even say it.
In an alternate universe, in a parallel universe, you were on the right track, but in present day and time, you were completely wrong. So props for trying in your other life and your other existence. I don't know what she was saying, but I was like, she almost had it right, but then like there was that weird one panel over her tit that was the wrong color green that didn't go with the rest of it, and I was like, oh no, I did like her hair.
I like the hair too. I mean, it's definitely messy Rue, like probably Rue back in the 80s, back when Rue started, kind of hair. But yeah, the outfit. I think Rue said what you were trying to do was gorgeous. That is such.
I hate that.
I hate it.
Hypothetically,
like she's getting props
great.
for what she meant to do, or she was trying. Nobody gets that. Nobody gets
I would
that.
I would like to go back to high school and get grades on what I intended to do versus what I actually got.
Right. You meant to. I see you were going for an A.
I'm like, I tried. Can't you? I was totally Cher Horowitzing from Clueless, negotiating all my grades up back when you could get away with stuff like that.
Right. My shorts were shorter and shorter and shorter every time I went to history class. I was trying to.
My jaw was throbbing. Senior year. Yeah.
Did you have hot teachers? I had a couple hot teachers.
I had a couple, yeah.
I had a racist teacher. I had a teacher who was just a total... Anyway, I don't know why I'm going off on that, but hot for a teacher. Okay, so Jujubee.
I'm so my blood pressure is going up. I don't even want
Like, I could just sit here and just perish. Just sink into the ground and disappear forever looking at this outfit. Like, so many kinds of wrong with this.
I just want everyone to know right now, she is in the thumbnail for this YouTube video. So, prepare yourselves. Because this is so fucking terrible. I don't understand her pussy flashing thing. Was that intentional? Was that just her making a joke? What is that?
That is a joke. That is a joke. That is a joke. This is like so... Okay, so this is coming... I don't know. This is so disrespectful to this show. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's disrespectful to Drag Race. This is like worse than like season 1, you know, mall drag. There's a lot of mall drag in season 1. This is like worse. This might be the worst look in Drag Race History. And Rue, I would wear that. Shut the fuck up, Rue. You would not wear this. Ever.
I couldn't believe that bullshit. What is happening between Rue and Jujubee? QAnon people, get on it, because I want answers.
Secret lovers. Like, Jujubee's makeup was so orange. Girl, look how orange you are. She's orange.
Okay, her wig was nice. That's and nice. It made me want to vomit just saying
I didn't really like the color. It's a little bit too dinge for me. But yes, the wig itself. But
as Jimbo would say, I had to raise a light for that. Then I put it right under that dress.
Right under that dress. And that looks extremely flammable.
It didn't even look sewn. It just looked wrapped around. Like, you know, you do with it when you were a kid, like you wrap a towel or a sheet around you to make a dress. Well, maybe it was just me. But
no, totally. It looks like one of those, I always forget the name of it. I think it's called the ultimate dress. Is that what it's called? Where it's like 2 long strips on a fabric on this tube.
You can wear it 100 different ways.
Yeah, you can wear like 100. I love that. And the spokesperson was Cindy. Oh, I can't think of her. Jamie Lee, the one who played Cindy on Three's Company.
Oh, God, I love an obscure celebrity endorsement.
Yeah, and she was the ultimate dress. You should check it. I'm sure it's on YouTube. But yeah, this kind of actually, I think that's better than this. Honestly,
I'm sure it is. Because this you can only wear one way, and it probably fell right apart after she got that pussy flashing thing. Nobody brought it up. I was just so irritated with the whole thing. Okay, I'm sending you my RuPaul sketch for my. This was a 5-minute sketch, by the way. Don't take me seriously. I think that I did better than everyone.
I think anybody could have. I think this show was like Jimbo and the turds. I really hate using that expression.
Yeah.
Calling people turds, but that is what this was.
I mean, the challenge was make something RuPaul would wear. What the fuck here is RuPaul wearing?
Maybe the shoes? I didn't see the shoes.
The highlighter or something.
Right. Rue would so wear that eyeliner.
That eyeliner, for sure. Maybe half of some of these. Okay, look at your text message.
Oh, all right. Let me look at it so I can judge.
Give your honest review. 5 minutes, okay.
So you took the orange and purple, like the fabric that Jujubee didn't use. Remember she had like...
It's pink. It did come across a little orange, but yeah, it was pinks.
Interesting. I like it.
Okay, you hate it. Well, I tried. I figured this looked more like... I thought it looked more like something Rue would wear than a lot of these.
I love that you know me so well. I can't even lie to you, ever.
You think this is ugly?
No, I like it. I'm serious, but you're just, like, reading me. No, I like it. I'm trying to think, like... Because you know me. I automatically start thinking what you could do different. But no, I like it. I like the, flowing off the arms. I think that looks...
Well, look, I'm trying to make the show fun for myself, so this is what I'm doing now. If there's a design challenge, I've decided something. Really do like it. You don't have to. It's fine.
No, I do. I'm kidding. I like it. I think like
I'm posting it. I'll let our patrons decide.
No, I like it. I'm kidding. I like it. I do. I like
Jay bullies John in 4K.
No, I like it. I'm kidding. I was thinking like it kind of looked like butterflies a little bit.
Well, yeah, it's all that Rue does. I mean, I've just taken elements of shit that Rue already has more, like that florally shit puffing up on the shoulders, and like a drapey, flowy fabric thing, and like a bodysuit.
No, I love it. I do love it. I do.
And the purple, I was trying to make sparkly, but I couldn't draw the sparkles correctly. Anyway.
Oh, I see. I do like it. I was kidding. I really do like it.
No, you don't have to.
I'm sitting here looking at it.
That's okay. It's just for fun.
It's gorgeous. Jesus
It's fine,
Christ.
bitch. It's my ego is not that sensitive. Okay, what else?
All right. Anyway, okay. So that's the runway. I'm so glad we never have to talk about that again. So they go and do the. So we find out that Jimbo and Janie Jackay are the top two. I don't understand the Janie Jackay thing. I think they just picked the better out of the crap that was left after Jimbo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think they did. So then the bottom two, Jujubee and Cheryl Hole. I think that's fine. I knew Jujubee was not going to go home, but that's fine.
Yeah, but at least she was in the bottom two. At least we acknowledged that, because I would have just had to cancel WoW. I keep canceling my WoW subscription. She hadn't been in the bottom at least. She's got to go. This is ridiculous.
So it was cute when they were, doing their... And I love that Jimbo kept going, silence! That's so funny. See, Jimbo just likes to have fun. She doesn't care.
I know. Jimbo's totally fun. Not nervous at all. Maybe because he's looking around thinking, look at these bitches. At least I'm doing something interesting and fun and original.
Jimbo knows she's the best. Like, he knows it. And it was funny when they were, they go and they interview the two bottom queens, and Jimbo's like, Cheryl would do anything to say she would rub my feet. One or two.
I liked when Jimbo was saying, negotiating, like, look, if I save you, are you going to save me when I need you to save me? Thank you. I would. Why not?
Yes, right. That is accurate. I think Jimbo's probably going to make people mad because Jimbo just does not care what anyone thinks, and Jimbo was
Thank
so
God
cute.
it's about time, because for years we've been putting up with, well, I'm doing Alaska now. I'm going off the judges' critiques and your track record. Bitch, send the person home. I know that Fifi O'Hara said that, right? Or was it, shit. Who's the dancing Irish chick from LA? I forgot her name. Who was like, whatever, I'm sending home the strongest competition. Everybody like turned on her right away.
Oh, who was that? I don't remember. I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember. She's from an early season. I really like her, but I can't remember her name.
She was Irish?
I think she's Irish or something. She doesn't have an accent, but I've heard.
Is that bitch from the Lucky Charms commercials? Oh, no.
No.
That's a leprechaun.
She was in like the early season with the Tyra Sanchez season. Is that one?
She was Irish? Did she have an accent?
No, but I've heard her say she's Irish. She came out in a kilt or something once. She's a dancer. Oh wait, I almost had it. Damn, I hate when that happens.
She came out in a kilt?
Oh my god, I can't remember who the hell it is. I don't know.
She came out in a kilt.
On one of the challenges. I'm sorry I don't finish my sentences. I'm sorry.
Was it that bastard from...
No. Fuck you. I can't remember her name.
From Austin Powers.
Yes, it was. There.
Let's go with that since we're not sure.
I hate you.
Right. So, I love that Juju was talking, and who was he talking to? Was it Jimbo, and said, you want to beat the best? And I'm like, so that means you're going home then? That was funny shit. Okay, so, and then Cheryl was talking to Janie, and Janie's like, thank you for your time. I would have been like, I would have called the bitch out right there, because Cheryl's like, she seemed really short with me, so she's probably sending me home and be like, bitch, why are you acting the fool? Are you sending me home? Is that what you're doing here? Why are you acting like this is a job interview?
I know. I feel like my approach would be a lot different than almost everyone on here. Be like, girl, do not send me home. What do you need? Now, I wouldn't go as far as Alaska and be like, I'll wire transfer you cash. But I'd certainly be doing something.
For sure. I would be like offering to, I don't know.
But what does Jujubee have to offer? Like, when I'll sew you a shitty outfit. I'll do your makeup poorly.
That is a good point. What does she have to offer? Like, I think if Jujubee came up to me and said, I'll give you, and I'd just say no.
I don't want it.
Don't even finish.
You don't have anything I want.
I don't want it. I'm like, Take what you got and just throw it right over there in the trash.
You don't even have good credit. You have nothing I can use.
Maybe she's broke. Maybe that's it. Like, she has no money and can't afford outfits. I don't know. Maybe her house burned down and all this stuff was just crap she found in the dumpster behind the Salvation Army.
Well, when did it burn down? Because it's been bad for 10 years. So that fire was a long time ago.
Maybe she lives in, like, you know, that town in Pennsylvania that Silent Hill is based on, where there's like this underground mine fire, coal fire that's been burning for like 75 years. Maybe that's where she lives. Her
Maybe
house
she
just burns.
crawled out of a volcano. Look, now you're doing what the judges are doing, bending over backwards, trying to make excuses for this bullshit. Maybe she just landed on Earth from outer space, and she just foraged for things to make outfits out of, and used berries for lipstick. I mean, come on.
Maybe she lives in a loop, and in her loop, like, she constantly burns her house down. Like, she burns her house down, makes a bunch of stuff, burns it down again. I'm just kidding.
Maybe we're the only people that can see her.
She's not real.
She has no reflection.
Interesting. There has to be some reason for this, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm telling you. It's going to be something really, really simple or something really outrageous. Like, maybe she has a cure for cancer, and Rue...
Yeah.
She
knows where COVID originated, and she's like, I'm not telling you.
I'll tell you if you send me home. Right, blackmailing her way onto the show. Okay, so we have Jimbo versus Janie Jackay lip syncing for the universe or the world or whatever Rue says. I think, and I love that Rue is pulling from that remixed album that we love, because this is that great version of Supermodel. Work, 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 work. You know, this is the one with Michael Moonwalker.
LaToya. Hey, toy. Finally,
yes.
I like this song too. I was thinking of you when this came on because we both loved that remix. That is such a fun album. Thank you, Rue. Thank you. Because I don't think Rue can use any of his original music for whatever reason. Before he was a successful businessman, he didn't get the rights to that shit somehow.
Yeah, I just think that it's about time Rue's using music from this album, because, you know, she's using that just a little in and out for the runway, or I don't know if she did this time. Anyway, I just love that she's using this. I hope she keeps it up. So fun. My favorite Rue album is Red Hot, which is a remix album based on Red Hot. Your favorite is
Foxy Lady. And I love Ho Ho Ho.
Oh, and Ho Ho Ho. Yeah, very good. Yeah, mine's favorite's Red Hot. Probably followed by Champion. I like Glamazon too, but Champion was like Rue's like sort of comeback because it came out when Drag Race came out.
Yeah, there's like before Drag Race music and then after. So I would say
yes.
Foxy Lady before and then after. I don't know. A lot of those albums, Drag Race, just they all kind of run together for me, but definitely that remix album. That was kind of in the interim between, I think. But yeah, Red Hot's great too.
It's almost like pre-Lucian Piani, excuse me. I got so used to calling him Piani, but I feel bad for him, so I don't call him that anymore. And then post-Lucian, like, you know, that's when Lucian came in, when Champion came in, I think. Anyway, that's like Rue, almost like Rue's subversive Rue drag with like Star Booty soundtrack. That's really great, you know, and then Rue hit TV and became Disney Rue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so they lip synced, and you know, I know Janie won this lip sync, and Jimbo was just having fun, stomping all over the stage,
smiling like a crazy person, just like
smiling like a crazy person. Oh wow, just having fun. And Janie Jackay, I knew Janie Jackay was going to win because she did that whole sexy thing. But guess what, Janie Jackay? If that's all you got, you better hope you don't. You better hope that you win like every challenge, because this isn't going to fly. This isn't going to fly.
She just got lucky because she was wearing fringe. Well, guess what? Bet she won't be wearing fringe every week.
That is right. She better. I don't know. She doesn't have a lot to offer, so somehow she's going to have to figure out a way to win. I don't know how. Bribe. Get a gun. I don't know what you have to do.
Figure out what Jujubee's doing and copy that program.
Right. Drench yourself in drench yourself in Jujubee's blood. I don't know what you're going to do. But you got to figure out a way to get through this, because if this is all you have to offer, yeah, you won this lip sync, but that's about it. All right, so Janie Jackay won. She picked Cheryl Hole to go home. I don't really understand that decision, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I don't know. I didn't care for either of the bottom two, obviously, so I was like, all right, see ya.
Yeah, Jujubee needs to go next. I don't know. I feel like us doing this recap of this episode is just like, it was so hard because we really do want to like everyone. We want the best.
Well, wait a minute, everyone.
You know what I mean? Like, we want the best for the people. We do, ultimately.
I want the show to look good.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I want the show to look good. I don't need to like everybody or what they're doing, but I feel like a lot of these... Now, somebody said on one of those Hey Queen interviews or something that the producers, and I fully believe this, take pictures of all your outfits when you arrive so they know what's coming up, who's got the better looks coming up, and that probably plays a part in eliminations, etc. I can't believe the producers looked at this. They may even have you email pictures before you even arrive, and I can't believe that they were like, oh yeah, Jujubee, that's fantastic. Bring that simple black dress from Ross. Bring that, definitely. Nobody's like, this shit is not up to par. We're doing UK versus the world. This is supposed to be like all-stars on steroids. You have got to step your pussy up.
Yeah, and I really think, and I say I want everybody to do well, because more than anything is I really want the show to move forward. I want this to be like an evolving show into something better and better, not backsliding into like seasons past that just aren't aging well and don't meet the standards of today's drag. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like backsliding into season one. Now, I'm criticizing season one. Season one's fantastic, but if you compare some of the stuff to what drag kind of is now, it's sort of almost like a different time. And I feel like this is sliding backwards. It's not going forward.
If things keep going this way this episode is going, this is not going to be a memorable season, because even though there are some good personalities, there's not enough. Even with Jimbo, it's just not enough to make it a great season.
It's not, and it's the producer's fault. I mean, they should have really considered who they were casting and been a little bit more creative with their choices. I was thinking about this. Do you think this has something to do with who has work permits in the UK or something? Like, maybe they already had them, or I'm just coming up with stuff. I'm like, I still don't get why they chose this.
I really don't know. The only thing I know is if you have a DWI or something, you can't go to Canada, but nobody's trying to go there anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know what the rules are with the UK. I really don't know.
Yeah, and the UK, I mean, they've only had 3 seasons, but they've had so many better queens than those 3.
Plus, I'm sure most queens have passports because they tour all over, so it shouldn't be a problem, I wouldn't think.
I wouldn't think so. Do you think maybe there's another show that they're filming in the UK with these specific queens? Like they were already doing it anyways?
Australia versus the world. The US versus the world. The US versus the US. Canada versus Canada.
Siberia versus Jonestown.
Yeah, Siberia versus Jonestown versus Chernobyl.
Sure. Drag Race Chernobyl. Yeah, we're waiting for that.
Alien versus Predator.
Alien versus Predator Drag Edition. Oh my god, I think we've gone off the rails. Well, so that's the end of this episode. I didn't see the next week's, I don't think, with the challenges. I mean, I guess they're going to do a Snatch game at some point, I would assume, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's next week, though. I saw something, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I want to say I'm looking forward to the Snatch game, but I'm scared with this cast. I hope they get rid of Jujubee before that, because I am not accepting some bullshit Snatch game performance from her. I am not accepting that. So hopefully she'll be gone by then.
I know. Okay, let's do our spiel. Please subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already on Spotify or iTunes. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Drag Dungeon. We do videos every week on this and other pop culture shows and topics. Please subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/dragdungeon. Please subscribe to our Instagram at Drag Dungeon and our TikTok and our Twitter at Drag Dungeon everywhere. Thank you for listening, and we love you so much. Thank you for your support. God bless.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
You asked for this shit, so here it is.